Hello, my lovelies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this channeling. I am a psychic here on YouTube. I read tarot cards. I get all kinds of fun information. Hey, everybody, welcome. And this live stream is live streaming July 28th, Wednesday. The year is 2021, and I am the psychic reporting on this download. Psychic Natalie, spelled Natalee. I'm a psychic specialist. I'm a psychic spy. So if you guys know where it's all at. If you need my help with anything, it's over on theartigan.com or follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Watch Natalie, I follow back. So it's like the easiest way to make people just happy is just follow them back. So I love my feed too, because I first of all, I connect more with you guys. I connect with your energy through, what you project out into the world. So that increases our connection, but also I get to see the vibes that I'm channeling. I get to see, the faces that match the vibe. So anyway, there's that. What I'm talking about today is I'm going to give you this retrospective of what's been going on energetically, psychically, since about July 1st. I'm also going to talk about the current energy of the astrology right now, more astrology talk, and I'm also going to talk about the download that I got yesterday, which is what this is about, sanctioned success. So I'll circle back around, but basically I do a daily astrology, daily tarot for my patrons. The lowest tier, I think that's my favorite feature of my lowest tier on Patreon is getting that every single day. Anyway, so I do that every day, and I shuffle and I pop cards, and it's a tarot spread, and I write that up, and then I do all of the important astrology transits for the day that it goes out at nighttime before the next day. So for today, what came out for my patrons and for you guys, if you are resonating, is this Hierophant with the Magician crossing. Okay, check that out. Pretty amazing, pretty incredible. And so I was doing the writing, and then that's when I got the channel and got the downloads. And then the bottom of the deck, we have Strength, and then we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, reaching with your tentacles for those pentacles. Okay, my arms are super long. So I'll come back to that, but first I am going to give you a very, a snippy, snappy psychic retrospective of what's been going on with me. So on July 1st is when I had this huge, bizarre activation. Mondo, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thanks, guys. What does it say? It says mood. I like that. Thank you, Mondo. July 1st is when I had this crown chakra, huge activation where it felt like a lot of pressure being pushed through something that cannot accommodate that pressure. It felt, and I went back into my social media, and thank goodness that I'm doing this, A Psychic Life. It's my vlog that I put together from my Instagram stories, and then I compile them at the end of the day. And so that's over on my blog, theartigan.com/blog, but I guess it should say vlog. Anyway, because this is why, to track things like this. So July 1st, crown chakra, something's happening. It felt like a child asking for attention, but doesn't have anything to say. And I also noted that it felt like something's around the corner, but whenever I try to go and make that turn, that the corner just follows me. And I also got mid-July. So this is interesting because we get to talk about it now, because mid-July is already passed. We're at the end of July. So that's what I all got on July 1st. And like I said, it's all in the vlog. So it's already, you guys can go see it too if you want. But July 2nd, I noticed that Mars and Leo squared Uranus and Taurus. And that's when I got the cigarette cravings. And I don't even smoke anymore. It's not I whatever. When I got a craving for it. When I watch those old movies, those old black and white movies, when I watch Mad Men, that's when I just want to drink and smoke and to excess. Anyway, July 6th, that was the last Mercury square to Neptune. Big deal. More cigarette cravings from the 2nd. I noticed July 14th. I don't know. I don't remember when it actually started. I didn't have enough time to really go find it, but I noticed July 14th, the middle of July, I was already channeling the deck. I was already channeling the future. So at some point between July 2nd and the middle of the month, that's when it happened, where I was wow. I think it was around the Cancer new moon though, the 9th. So it's like every week there's been something happening. And I told you guys that on the weekends in July is when the big change of the entire year is most activated. So the weekends in July are the most important to look at. Oh, okay. So next week, I put my air on. Why isn't it happening? The week after, okay, July 23rd. July 20th, this was just this past Friday. That's when I got downloads for right now. That's when I got downloads that I was like getting for you guys in the full moon video for Aquarius that I did on Patreon afterwards, because we do cards for every single zodiac sign. I do a lot of the astrology for every unique single zodiacal sign, and then we pull tarot for every single zodiac. So then I was getting downloads through, and it's just a simple cover and cross. It's not like anybody, and the bottom of the deck. So but it gives you the information. It's like what message wants to come through for you guys. So that happened the 23rd. And then July 27th, this was yesterday, was big because I got the late 2020s again, plus I got a download at the end of Pisces weekly that I tried to record yesterday. I did it with a headache, and I've never been able to channel with headaches before. This has always been a really big, like, it made me very uncomfortable because it's like, it feels like a kryptonite type of thing. Like it's, oh, Natalie has a headache, so she can't be psychic. You know, it's like a whole, I never liked it. So it was interesting because it was painful. Like it was horribly painful. It felt bad. You know, it didn't feel good, but I still got something. I still got it. It still like got through. So basically, long story short, the first of the month on July, that was the quarter moon in Aries. That was a quarter moon in Aries. Mars and Leo was opposing Saturn. And I'm saying all of this so that you guys can go back to your July and like overlay it. Like you guys, when I say this stuff, you guys message me. It's like, oh yeah, I also had a horrible headache, or I had this happen, or Samantha had the freaky text thing. Oh my God. Like that is just like, it's freaky. Like switching timelines, like having such a clear representation, a clear like moment of that. Like that's just, it's freaky. This stuff is always freaky. It's always, even when we live in it, it's still like, man, the world is a weird place. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, yeah, as I'm saying this, you know, watch this back if you're vacuuming your whatever and you're listening to me, just kind of keep some of those dates in mind, and some of them might already stick out to you. Okay. So, this has definitely been, and you guys know I'm a Capricorn, Cancer rising, so Aries is significant, la-di-di-la-di-da. And so this month has really been about getting a new skill. And this is, if you guys are psychic, if you guys are empathetic, if you guys are tarot readers, if you are anything of the sort, you need to pay attention to what's going on with you because of this very thing, because you're already learning as you go, even without being psychic, even without being like super plugged in to like the cosmic consciousness. You're still learning so much. You're still an active soul growing through this incarnational experience. So look back at this month because there's a lot happening. Also, this is after, I mean, really the second Uranus-Saturn square kicked off already. So go back to also February 2021 and see what was going on, because that was when the poltergeist, the moving things was happening in the apartment. Like it only happened like I think 3 times. I did log it on the psychic vlog, but there was some activity, and you know, if it goes away, that could totally just be like repressed psychokinesis activity. So anyway, there's that. I wanted to get all of that out there so that you guys know that people's crown chakras are opening up right now. We are in the Lionsgate portal right now, as of like, I think yesterday to today. And this Lionsgate portal is going to be open until about August 8th. No, 12th. It's going to peak August 8th at the Leo new moon. So, and basically what this Lionsgate thing is increased cosmic energy flow, increased photonic light, increased atoms and molecules and energy, units of energy, all of that, just a lot of it, a lot more of it. Okay, think of what stores information, what stores energy, what stores data. and just multiply those things. You can think of pearls, you can think of beads, you can think of computer chips, you can think of water droplets, but think of a lot of it, a bigger flow than normal, flowing between. Now you can say the physical realm and the spiritual realm, and this is going to be huge in the 2020s, late 2020s, is the language of spirituality and the science behind it. Kind of, it's going to go into this like Spanglish type of thing, and then it's going to come out in a universal, we're going to get it all universalized, where we're all over the world going to be speaking the same things, where it's not going to be any of this kind of like what it is a little bit right now, where people are like, anyway, so I'm saying that because there's like the physical realm, spiritual realm, and the scientific would be more the more dense dimensions, more cosmic energy flow and information being exchanged between the more physical, solid, slower vibrational dimensions of reality and the faster dimensional places of reality, the realities, the higher dimensions, and the faster vibratory frequencies and the information flowing between them. So like you can count all that. There's like little, okay, so it's just, I guess I meant to come out. Earth and the star Sirius are coming into alignment, and this is what Lionsgate portal means. And Sirius is the dog star. So anyway, as Sirius rises, Orion's belt is directly aligned with the pyramids of Giza. So if that doesn't mean anything to you, then just ignore everything. If you don't think pyramids are interesting or have any sort of relative influence on you or people, or if you don't like that, just ignore the whole thing. If it doesn't resonate, you would just ignore it. But a Sirius appears to be closer to Earth, and Sirius is Sirius is twice as big as the sun. Sirius is twice as big as the sun and 26 times as bright as the sun. So it gives us a lot of light. It gives us a lot to like absorb and go through and like channel. Okay, so just this is a nice new moon. It's nice. It's with Mercury and more Kazemi. And so hold on, pause, talk amongst yourselves, class. Okay, so that was a Lionsgate, did this, and that's right. Okay, so this is what I got downloaded from yesterday's daily bulletin, you guys. So this combination, it just like really hit me to the heart. And I started like writing, and I was writing. And then like a whole other dimension opened up for me with this. This is, and that's why I'm calling this sanctioned success. This is, I might even retitle this because people might already have a lot of negative energy associated with the word sanctioned. Maybe that's like a trigger word that I should never say and no one should say for like the next few decades or so. But anyway, what I mean, I don't mean by sanction like a penalty. I mean sanction like I am allowing this to happen. There's the support of some authority or an institution, or someone wants you to do something. Someone is going to help you do something, and it's going to be what you do better than anybody else and what you do the very best to your ability. This is like the magician is like, what do you do? Like, what is your expertise? What are you so passionate about that you bring it, you yank it down into manifestation? What do you do? Are you a dreamer? Do you write music? Do you write poetry? Do you, what do you do? That is the magician energy. And so this is like someone supporting you doing that. This could even be a mentor. This could even be that you can't afford to go to school. I have this funny story about, I applied for this London Academy for acting. Oh gosh. And anyway, so this would be like if you can't afford to go to some big prestigious place and they see your talent and they're like, why don't you come along in? We support that. It's kind of like that. Like this person may be, this magician energy may be not exactly rough around the edges. This is an exemplary person or exemplary energy, but it's like, it's just getting the super boost by the support of the establishment. So whatever, if this happens to resonate with you, this is you will be focused on something. You will have like an enterprise, a focus for yourself. And your success in this is totally like the door opens. The door opens for you. It's your faith that materializes. This is an ordained path for you. It's like you're doing what you were always meant to do, what you were born to do. And no matter how hard it got, you were Howard Rourke and you stuck with it and you displayed spiritual courage and you adhered to spiritual law, cosmic law. And you just like kept doing what you did best. You kept doing what you did, or this is like what you're doing right now. And there's that Ace of Swords victory for yourself. You find the right people. You do the Enright house. Robert Enright finds you. It's like, I want that one. And so it's very much, or this could even be like something legal that you're doing that you want to do. This is like a legalized desire. Whatever you're going for, you're doing it, and it's there. It's all really there for you. So this was something that when I got this download, it was like a fire hose. What she showed me was like almost again, kind of like with the crown chakra feeling that I got at the beginning of the month. It just felt like all that pressure was like barreling down. And at the first of the month, it's like I couldn't get through. I couldn't get any of the information, but I could tell it was coming like it wanted. And when I saw this, when I was like writing and because you get into, it's easy for me to get into hypnotic state, obviously, but there's so many different things in different brainwave states that get you, into that hypnotic trance-like energy. One of them is TV, one of them is driving, one of them, So I was like doing that, doing my work. I do this every day. The daily bulletin goes up every day. There's a weekend bulletin that goes up. Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. It goes up Friday, and sometimes Saturday morning. And it's like, yeah, that's what I do. So I was doing that, and then I just got all this like information channeled that something is really released for you. Something gets to go forward for you. So I would say if this resonates for you, maybe even take a look at how you were feeling the end of June, the beginning of July. Because if this is resonating in the timeline for you, then there could be something coming up soon where you get to go ahead, or you get to move forward with something. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the current astrology of what's going on, very, very sort of briefly, because I already did this in the live stream on Monday morning when we had our coffee together. So basically, all I really want to say is talk about about Venus squaring the nodes tonight. So be flexible and be open to change your plans, because it may not look like how you want it to look, but it's exactly what you need. Okay. Take as much time as you need away from the crowds, away from family, away from friends, away from like every stimulation, and just be with yourself, just generate your own energy. Even if your mind is racing, let your mind race and like run itself out as you gently try to just calm it down. And like the more you do that with yourself, the whole point of all this is to bring you guys closer to getting your own downloads and to teach you and to get you in your own confidence with your intuition and your psychic ability. So you have to give it that time. You have to give it that attention. So with Venus squaring the nodes, if you're not giving this your attention, you're going to feel it and you're going to get scared, because something's going to change. It's going to look different, and it's going to strike all of the human emotions, all the human primal fears and anxieties and thoughts. And we're here to overcome that, transcend that, which actually perfectly illustrated in the Strength card, displaying spiritual courage to conquer some human fault, some human thing, and displaying spiritual power, how she's has her hand all open his mouth, and he's just like, it's so there. So where was it? I was talking about the nose. I was talking about Venus. So if you do have your attention into all this stuff, what you guys do, then you know that then you know what's coming. You know what to expect. Okay, I'm going to feel, I know I'm probably going to overreact today, whatever it's going to be, but I'm going to be so aware of it that when it's happening, I'll know how I'm feeling. And you know what I'm saying? You can steer this stuff a lot better. And you get better and better with practice. So no matter where you are on your journey, in your process, I support you, we support you, support yourself, use all of these resources to support yourself. And it is like guaranteed, like it will work. You just don't ever give up. Even if you take like a break or something, if you go, you know, a few days without meditating or something, it's going to be okay, you know, but just eventually come back. That's all that really matters, is to try again, is to start again. People get really overwhelmed and they put so much pressure on themselves with everything. And of course, spirituality, because if you're very dense and you don't, you know, you don't see things or you don't feel things and you're like, what's out there? I feel like there's nothing out there. I feel like when we die, it just goes black and I don't believe in anything. You know, it's like, it's a scary, freaky, weird, alienating feeling to be alienated from your true nature like that. So are there any questions? Was there any questions? Okay, so I'm like writing this down and looking at everything that's been going on since the top of this month. I'm feeling like, okay, so where I'm at now with all the, whatever this is and learning these new skills is I'm getting both. I'm getting the deck and I'm getting a little bit of now. But like I said, I hadn't got anything in except for last night with this, with like, so I do expect this pressure to loosen up, and I am so freaking excited for August. August is going to go really fast, you guys. August is going to be a month that just flies by. You will be very, very, it's like it's already over. You just blink, it's going to already be over. So that's what I've got for you right now. If there are any questions, I'm trying to think, was there anything else? No. Sanctioning. Let's see. Yeah, that's about, oh, Mars moves into Virgo tomorrow, you guys. So how's everybody feeling about that? I think, oh, I don't remember. It might be Britney Spears that has her Mars in Virgo. She's got something in Virgo, and I think it is Mars. But Mars in Virgo, when I think of Mars in Virgo, I think of extremely technical dance moves and dance steps that are so difficult to execute. You have to practice and try really hard and like have everything memorized and be in beat. And they're really complicated and they're very precise. That's actually what I think about when I think about Mars in Virgo. It's like doing something that needs like ultimate precision. Everything has to be timed perfectly. Like the breath has to be in sync with like the activity that you're doing, like something really like big. And so wherever you have this Virgo area of life, you're going to feel like being like that and you're going to apply it to whatever area of life that is. So if you are a Virgo, sun, moon, rising, it could be anything in your life. It's going to be whatever is like whatever you're super fixating on, whatever is like super important to you, you're going to know it. You're going to want to get all up in it. And it's going to be like your new thing. If you are, what else? If you are, a Leo, a sun, moon, rising, Mars entering your second house is going to make you really look at your self-esteem and how do you feel about yourself and what do you have? What do you own? You're probably going to be motivated to make more money. You might get really technical and specific. Like if you run your own business, you might redo your entire website. You might really pick through your wardrobe and you're like, if I'm going to go find a new job, I'm going to freaking like look sharp, you know? So you're going to get real, like all up into it. With your money, with your self-esteem, your health, I got the gums, but like your teeth, what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. So it's going to be like that for everybody all around the zodiac. Okay. I think I'm like I just like talking to you guys. I have to, yeah. So I'm going to do more deck channeling. I actually really want to do these classes. I think we're going to do some good. I think we're going to do astrology 101 today. Yeah. It's been pretty crazy because guys, honestly, this deck, it's like, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for this deck. I can't wait to show you guys. So I'm going to really try to like get this done. I don't know what they're doing with me. I don't know what she's doing with me. I don't know, but everybody, every single one of us, we have to trust in what we're channeling, what we're all channeling, what we're all getting. Just go with that flow, man. What I've noticed, the one thing I would change about myself or about my behavior this past month, and this is good for you baby psychics, is that I kept trying to figure out the new normal, the new groove, the new like routine or the new path or the new, like, what's the new thing? Like, okay, there's obviously change happening. Okay, this is the new thing. I'm channeling a deck. Okay, this is the new thing. I'm doing it. Like every time something would change or some growth would happen, I was like, okay, this is the new thing. But I have to let that go. I just have to go with the flow, just like everybody else. We're all in this together. So, okay, I love you. Take really, really good care, guys. I'll check in with you again very, very soon. Until then, lovies, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.